In today's show, moldy food to salvage or throw away, we will delve into what mold is, its effects on our bodies, and tips to prevent mold growth. Imagine this scenario. You've just stumbled upon tiny fuzzy mold spots on your bread. What's your first instinct? Do you contemplate scraping off the affected area and eating the rest, or do you choose to discard it? While reducing food waste is important, when it comes to mold, safety should be our top priority rather than saving food. Mold not only can spare allergic reaction, but also make us ill. Mold belongs to the kingdom of fungi and tends to thrive in environments where moisture and oxygen are present. While it is related to mushrooms, mold has a different structure and life cycle. Mold consists of a network of thread-like structures called hyphae, which can penetrate the foods it inhabits. To the naked eye, mold may seem unassuming, but hidden beneath the surface, a bustling world of development unfolds. Some molds form delicate stalk-like structures known as sporangiophoros, and it's on their slender tips that a remarkable transformation takes place. From their tips emerge the distinctive fuzzy spores, displaying a palette of colors that can range from pure white to vibrant green, sunny yellow, enigmatic gray, or the profound depths of inky black. These colors represent the mold's identity and stage of development. Mold spores have the ability to travel through the air, serving as a method for molds to reproduce and spread. Molds sustain themselves by breaking down and absorbing nutrients from the substances they colonize. When mold spores land on food and other organic matter, they can alter its appearance, taste, and texture, ultimately leading to decay or spoilage. Molds thrive in warm and humid conditions, making bread an ideal host for their proliferation. Common molds found on bread include species such as Aspergillus, Penicillium, Fusarium, Mucor, and Rhizopops, each with its own varieties and spore colors. One reason moldy bread can be more problematic than it appears is that when a few patches of mold become visible on the bread's surface, it indicates that extensive structures have already formed within. This situation aligns with the saying that it's just the tip of the iceberg, highlighting the hidden extent of the issue. Bread's porous nature offers no defense against mold's relentless growth. Thus, simply cutting away the moldy portion is often insufficient to rid the bread of contamination, as the mold's presence can extend within the remaining portion. The United States Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service strongly recommends disposing of the entire loaf when mold takes hold. This principle applies not only to bread, but also to other moisture-rich foods, such as cooked leftovers, vegan yogurts, jams, and delicate fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, peaches, and tomatoes. You might be wondering about the effects of accidentally consuming moldy bread. Most of the time, it won't lead to serious consequences. However, some molds can trigger allergic reactions or respiratory problems. Symptoms may include sneezing, a runny or stuffy nose, coughing, and itchy eyes, nose, and throat. If you experience sudden symptoms like difficulty breathing, nausea, fever, or diarrhea, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. Because mold spores are airborne, it's important not to sniff moldy bread or other mold-contaminated items to prevent inhaling the spores. This precaution is particularly crucial for individuals with mold allergies, as it could lead to breathing problems, including asthma, or in rare cases, life-threatening anaphylaxis. Vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems are also at a higher risk of experiencing severe effects. Certain molds can produce harmful chemicals known as mycotoxins, which can be present on various crops, including cereals, dried fruits, nuts, and spices, at different stages of their growth, harvest, or storage. Mycotoxins prove resilient and are not easily eliminated from food, even when exposed to high temperatures during food processing, such as roasting, baking, or frying. Consuming food contaminated with mycotoxins can result in acute gastrointestinal issues like vomiting and diarrhea. Now, let's take a closer look at aflatoxins, a type of mycotoxin commonly found in foods. These mycotoxins can be problematic due to their prevalence and impact on various food items. Aflatoxins are typically found in tropical regions with high temperatures and humidity. They can appear in a variety of foods such as groundnuts, tree nuts, maize, rice, figs, spices, and cocoa beans. Prolonged exposure to even small amounts of aflatoxins may negatively affect health, including causing liver cancer, weakened immune function, stunted growth, and birth defects in children. In more severe cases, consuming large amounts of aflatoxins can even be life-threatening. To reduce the risk of mycotoxin exposure, it's advisable to make informed choices when purchasing food products. While reputable brands often implement stringent quality control measures, it's important to remain vigilant and promptly discard any foods that appear moldy, discolored, or shriveled. Additionally, when storing grains and nuts, ensure that they are placed in a dry and cool environment before consumption. In addition to the toxic substances produced by mold, invisible bacteria can also grow alongside the fungus, particularly in high moisture foods. Consuming moldy edibles can potentially lead to food poisoning, resulting in distressing symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, and headaches. The impact of mold on food can vary based on its texture. Soft foods like bread offer an easy pathway for mold penetration. On the other hand, hard foods like cabbage and carrots are more salvageable due to their firm structure, which makes it harder for mold to infiltrate deeply. If you encounter mold on fruits or vegetables that are hard, you can take steps to salvage them. Carefully inspect the affected item, and if you find mold, ensure that you trim away a generous margin without the knife touching the fungus. An article on healthline.com, a health information site, recommends the removal of at least 2.5 centimeters around and below the moldy area. This helps remove any potential unseen contamination. After trimming, thoroughly wash the remaining portions before consumption to minimize the risk. Additionally, when disposing of moldy food, securely wrap it in a sealed bag to prevent airborne mold from spreading to other items in your kitchen. Now that we've explored how to handle foods with mold, let's shift our focus to preventing molds from developing on food or making them less susceptible to mold before they spoil. To safeguard your food from mold growth, proper storage is of utmost importance. When you've just baked or purchased bread, allow it to cool completely before packaging. This step helps prevent moisture build-up inside the bag. If you notice any droplets forming, simply wipe them away with a towel before sealing the bread to eliminate excess moisture. Refrigeration can slow down mold growth but may have the side effect of drying out bread. Freezing, on the other hand, is an ideal way to extend the shelf life and prevent mold growth without significantly altering the bread's texture. To minimize food waste, consider repurposing your bread by making croutons, vegan bread pudding, or breadcrumbs before its expiration date. Mold, which can spread through airborne spores, can sneak into your food when you are not looking. But fear not, there are practical ways to outsmart it. By covering your food with a lid, foil, or compostable cling wrap, you create a protective shield against these spores. However, there's a twist. While most molds prefer the cozy embrace of warmer temperatures, they can also stage a chilly invasion right inside your refrigerator. So, consider deep cleaning your fridge every few months. As we've discovered today, being mindful of our food choices and storage practices doesn't just protect our well-being, it also aligns with our commitment to reducing food waste. By purchasing and consuming foods in appropriate quantities and enjoying them at their freshest, we not only safeguard our health, but also contribute to a sustainable and responsible way of living. Let's remember that these healthy habits aren't just about preventing illness, they are also about ensuring a brighter and more vibrant future for ourselves and our planet. So here's to your health and well-being.